Hello. Hi guys. So welcome back to my channel. So in my previous video where we spoke about GATE, so there I covered three main topics like what is GATE and which are the colleges in India and departments which is conducting this GATE exam, and also what are the disables, like how many courses in which we can apply for GATE exam was covered. So this is a part two of that same GATE. So in this PPT presentation, so I'll be covering on three main aspects of GATE. So that is, first is the mode of exam, and then followed by that the validity of GATE score. So suppose if you are getting passed, then what is the validity of the GATE score? And also, if you join masters or PhDs with your GATE score, then from the central government you get a specific amount of stipend. So that is also will be explained in this PPT presentation. So moving on, so the first thing is the mode of exam. So your GATE exam is purely a computer-based online exam. So this online exam is basically of uh, like it has multiple questions, so which carries 1 mark and 2 marks for each questions. So total you will have 65 questions. So in that, like for all 1 mark questions, you will have a negative marks also, so which is 1/3, so that is 0.33, and also like your 2 mark questions also you will have, so which has a negative marks of 0.66. So the total marks will be for 100, so which will also get divided into two three parts. So one will be your engineering mathematics, and also followed by your verbal and aptitudes, and the last one will be your core. So that varies from your subject to subject, which also I'll be covering it later in a special video. And followed by that, the duration of this exam is 3 hours. So, and also when will be your exam dates? So always your GATE exams will happen on Feb 1st and 2nd weeks, Saturday and Sunday. So GATE exam will happen for 4 days. So you will have each day will have two sessions. So which will be one session in the morning and one session in the afternoon. And based on your disciplines, like which subjects you have taken, the dates and also your sessions will change. And followed by that, these 65 questions which I mentioned will come in three different varieties. So the first one will be your multiple choice questions, so where you will have only one right answer out of three or four choices, and then followed by that you will have some questions which will have multiple selections. So a single question will have multiple options correct, and you have to choose all the correct answers to make the complete question as correct. For example, if you have a question where you have four options like A, B, C, and D, and you for the question the option B and option C is right, so you have to choose both the options. Then only you will get full marks for that questions. And also followed by that, you have numerical answers type questions alone. So this is basically where you solve some problems and you just type the answers. So for this type of questions alone, you have no negative marks for this, so which is good. So out of your 65 questions, you can easily look for some 8 to 10 questions from this NAT part. So that is also good, like where you can solve the questions, and for each of the questions, a range will be given. So for example, like if you're solving a basic max problem or basic core related subjects, so where you have to mention there will be a range. Suppose if the answer is zero point 0.5, then the range will be from 0.49 to 0.51 or 52. So there will be a range given. So inside that range, if you give the right answer, then the answer is considered as right, or else there is no negative marks for those such questions. So I hope so it's clear. So moving on to the next topic is the validity of your GATE score. So as I mentioned, like your GATE score like is valid for 3 years, but there are two conditions. So if you're going to apply for any PSU companies, like any private sectors or government jobs like Navaratnas, Mini Ratnas, and Maharatnas companies or other major companies in India, so for those companies, they will take you based on only your current GATE score. So which, for example, now we are in 2026. So for all those companies, 2026 gate valid score is required. So you can't take your 2025 gate score mark card or 2024 mark card and apply it now. So that is not at all valid. But on the other hand, when you're going for degrees, like where you do your masters or PhD courses, for this you can use your 3 years of validity. For example, if you have got selected, if you have cracked the gate in 2026, and for joining masters, that gate score can be used for next 3 years. So within the 3 years, you can go to any colleges in India, and with your gate score, you can get an admission for your masters or else in your postgraduates. So this is one advantage of gate score, and followed by that, you will get stipends for doing a masters and PhDs in India. So with a valid gate score. So if you have passed gate, and then if you're going for doing your masters in any IITs, NITs, or even in your local district colleges, you can apply for stipend. So for master students for 2 years, every month you will be getting 12,500. And for PhD students, like postgraduates, like if you're going to do junior research fellow, so for that you will be getting 31,000 per month. But if you're doing PhDs, which is for 5 years consideration, so the first 2 years you will be getting 37,000, and for the next 3 years you will be getting 42,000 INR per month. And also all these stipends will start from your first month of your admission, like all the process and everything will get over. After that, your first day of your admission, from that month onwards, your stipends will get deposited to your bank accounts. I hope so this slide is clear now. And then followed by that, like this is one of the important tip or important information which I want to give for gate exams. For your gate exams, no calculators, writing pads, or practice notebooks, papers, nothing are not allowed inside your gate exam center. And instead of calculators, your normal basic calculators which we use, instead of that, a gate virtual calculator will be present in front of your computer screen. So this is a completely unique thing for gate exam. So where you have a digital online calculator. So I would suggest everyone please install this from your App Store or Google Play Store app, and start using it when your preparation starts, because the way how this calculator works and how you use your normal calculators, both are different. So for this also I'll make a separate video how to use it and everything. So this is also a very important note. So it's named as online virtual calculator. You can just search it in Play Store or App Store. You can directly download it and start using it. So these were the topics like which I want to discuss here. So hope so you got a basic idea about gate again. If you have any doubts or anything, please comment below, and also subscribe to my channel. So hope so you like this video. Thank you guys.